Hello. What is up, everybody, and happy Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Yeah, how is it going? Slaterade, we got you in here, which is always awesome. Love to have you by my side. Today, we are going to go over some updates just for the new contest. And then also, we are going to go over DCL Worlds, which I think we have talked about once or twice on stream before. So first off, would like to go over DCL contest number 8, Adrenaline Junkie. So contest number 7 closed on Friday, and we will have the announcement for that next Tuesday in World, as always. And DCL contest number 8, Adrenaline Junkie, just got launched yesterday. So after months at home, you have been binging movies, and now you're ready to move on with your life now that you've recovered. But it's just not the same. After being trapped on an island for so long, how could you possibly go back to normal life? So instead, you go on a search for what is missing, and you plan an adrenaline-packed adventure. And the challenge for this competition is to develop and animate a scene that is exhilarating and packed with adrenaline. So, skydiving, getting shot out of a cannon, bungee jumping, I don't know, a sword fight, like anything really. I guess even something like getting mugged could be an adrenaline packed experience, but I don't know that you would have necessarily planned that on your adventure. But that is contest number 8, and we are looking forward to the submissions. And we have a new system on Sandstorm. As you can see, this looks a little bit different. And let me make sure I'm on the proper wallet. I am. And we'll just connect really quick. Oh no, I lost it. There it is. Okay, there we go. So the voting is the submissions aren't going to work that much differently than they have in the past. It's just been streamlined a little bit to make it easier to actually submit. I believe there are no more forms that you have to submit, which is good. It's just taking out a couple of extra steps. But what's interesting is that we will actually be doing the voting on platform as well. So in the past, we had kind of a roundabout way to do our voting, but now we will be able to actually assign judge badges to certain profiles and then actually have those people get permission to vote on certain contests. And that'll be an ongoing thing. And I believe people will be able to keep their badges in some way to show that, yes, I was a judge for this event, or yes, I did submit something for this event. So very excited for those new additions to the Sandstorm site. And then one other thing we did want to go over is a survey right now. What is up, 9A, 7A? So there's a survey out as well that is just inquiring about current builder rates across Decentraland for wearable development or emote development or scene or object development. Everybody who fills this out will receive $5. So a little bit of incentive there. You can help determine or set market rates across Decentraland, and then, well, I guess it's not even just across Decentraland. This is kind of across the metaverse. But then you can also get paid $5, which, if you converted it to mana right now, would be about 15 mana, which isn't too bad. And actually, I actually haven't gone through this form yet. Let's see, what worlds do you build in? What do you charge on average to create one avatar? I feel like that's an easy 200 plus. What do you charge? Maybe this one doesn't apply to Decentraland actually, unless you change the create one avatar to a skin. And what do you charge on average to build one wearable asset? I'd say 100 to 200 is standard, maybe. And then if you're going really high tier, you'd be doing 200 to 500. 500 plus would be insane. But yeah, a lot of information they're trying to gather in this form just to kind of gauge the space and help others that are interested in breaking into the metaverse understand what those costs and timelines would be like. But I think those were the only two updates we wanted to go over. Is that right, Slaterade? I'm checking the chat really quick and make sure I didn't miss something from you. I think that is correct. So if you're interested in filling out that form and getting an extra $5 in your pocket, Slaterade did just post the link. So go ahead and fill that out. But today we wanted to go over DCL worlds, and then if we have some time, do some modeling again. But for anybody who doesn't know, DCL worlds is a new function, and maybe function's not the right word, almost an extension of Decentraland that has recently been introduced, and it is in its alpha phase. But this allows anybody that owns a name in Decentraland to have access to 200 megabytes worth of space of development in Decentraland. And 200 megabytes, to put that in perspective, it's 10 megabytes per parcel. So that's 20 parcels worth of space that you have to work with. And I actually have not, at least successfully, deployed to DCL worlds yet, but it is supposed to be fairly straightforward. So we're going to try that out today and troubleshoot a little bit. And then I just wanted to plug the YouTube video from Odd Jobs here that goes over DCL Worlds Alpha and the how-to, and they have actually already got theirs deployed. See, Slaterade, you asked, so does this give you your own instanced space where you can deploy to, or is it just a testing environment? So it kind of makes Decentraland a little bit like how Sandbox is right now, I believe, where you it's not a test environment. You can invite other people there, but only the people that are there are going to see each other. And you can't walk to like somebody else's land. It's not some continuous parcel over parcel thing like the greater Decentraland. So you go to somebody's realm and then that is all that is there. And if you wanted to go to somebody else's realm, then you jump to another link. But honestly, in my opinion, I think it's basically the same as teleporting. And yes, I think it basically is about how Sandbox works. So I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to drive a lot of attention and inspire a lot of people to actually develop and deploy through Decentraland. And I'm not going to play this YouTube video right now, but oh, no shit. Odd Job is actually here right now. Hi, Odd Job. I don't know if this is actually their avatar or if maybe they put an NPC in here and just titled it Odd Job. But yeah, I guess that shows it right away. This was the tree that they had deployed in that video. So I guess, man, you get a lot of space to work with around here. Yeah, this looks like more than 20 parcels, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, this is interesting. This is my first time being in DCL Worlds, and it looks like they only have two things that have been deployed so far, but this is what it would look like to answer your question, Slaterade. And then you can have whatever scene that you want here, and all you need to do that is own a Decentraland name. And for anybody who is not familiar, weird pronunciation for anybody who isn't familiar, under the builder section of Decentraland, there is a names section as well, and you can purchase names just by clicking the plus button. So it's 100 mana to purchase a name, and I think Mana's trading at, I don't know, 40 cents right now. So it's like $40 US to purchase a name right now. And by having that name, you will gain access to your own environment that you can deploy 200 megabytes worth of stuff to, which I think is really interesting. 9A7A says, so you can assemble things in there like in Studio. I'm not sure what you mean by Studio, but so I mean, you deploy through SDK, right? So you can go to the builder, and Odd Jobs does DCL builder. So yes, you can assemble things. You could assemble things directly in DCL builder. So I forgot I have some stuff dedicated to me. Let's open up DCL Worlds test in the editor. This is what was demoed in Odd Jobs. So I'm gonna see how simple it is to do. Basically, you could go into builder, size the scene however you want. If you 3D modeled assets in Blender, you can drop them in, or I think I typed, I don't even know if I typed an apple, but they had an apple that I somehow came across. And so now we have an apple here. And I downloaded this as a zip file, which I've got on my desktop. And then I've got, let me pull it over real quick. And then I unzipped it. So in my test file, so I downloaded the zip from the DCL builder, I unzipped it, and then under here, there is a scenes folder. And I believe, no, I don't already have that open. I'm going to open the scenes folder with Visual Studio Code. And it should be pretty simple. Yeah, so this should be pretty basic. And then all I should have to do is actually run my command prompt. And let me double check the about section here. We can read through this a little bit. Oh, I do like the warning section where it says, do not build the product roadmap on top of this service. So that might be something to take into consideration. But in order to scale this service and make it globally available, some cost or limitations may be needed in the future to support the infrastructure. There can be bugs or downtime. The goal is to detect issues and fix them as soon as possible. The future user experience may change based on the feedback. Makes sense. It would also make sense if they did charge some sort of cost. I'm not sure how they have the infrastructure set up for this, or who's supporting or paying the fees for this, but it's awesome what they've done. And so all you are supposed to have to do is use this line to deploy your code. So typically when you deploy a scene to Decentraland, you just have to run DCL start for the test environment, or DCL deploy to deploy your scene to your land. But I was talking with Mariana earlier, and if you run this, I guess it's supposed to detect the name alphabetically that you have in your wallet, and it will create a new realm. So if we go over here, you can see that it's oddjob.dcl.eth position. So that's their own personal realm, and that is supposed to be how it creates it. So I am going to pull up command prompt, and then I've got this under my desktop under DCL Worlds test. So we're actually just going to drag this file over and navigate there. And then we'll copy this code. And we're going to see if this works. Error, no such file. It's creating a deployment structure, but I did get an error. Oh, I might need to run npm first. DCL world test. I'll run npmi. Not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, or batch file. Once a scene is uploaded, I'm gonna close out of this 1 second. I'm gonna try something else really quick. Because I do have a scene currently deployed. So I shouldn't have any issues with this scene. This is like a random object. Oh, okay. No errors. This is a positive. Error while building projects. Okay. That's why I need to get better at coding. Running npmi here, and then we will try this. Still an error. Have I tried turning it off and back on again? No, I have. Well, actually, technically, I have. Let's see. Build, start, deploy, build scene. Why is my build scene failing? I currently have this deployed. I might have a scene issue that I was unaware of. Let's try one more other scene that I have. Pretty determined to get something into DCL worlds today. Don't forget to update your metadata. You need to sign the content before deploy. Linker app is opening. This is good for anybody who hasn't deployed before, as long as it is interesting. Let's see if this works. But yeah, for anybody who hasn't deployed or even test deployed through the SDK yet, the linker app always pops up, and that's when you sign. It looks like it's deployed. Now I wonder how I would access it. You know what? I wonder if I could literally deployed successfully to Catalyst servers. Okay. I wonder if I took Odd Job and just replaced this with DCLcurations, if it will take me there. That would be pretty neato and intuitive. But we will see, because it looks like Odd Job is at 0, and it looked like I was in Narnia, maybe? But we will see. If anybody has any questions while we're dealing with for some reason my audio is playing back to me. There we go. Fixed. What? Okay, this legitimately worked. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that just doing that was gonna work. Okay, hold on. It's taking a second to load. So let's let it load a little bit. This is, I know we've shown some updates for the Sandstorm HQ. This is just an old version, so this is not the final version, but wow, I was not expecting that to be as simple as that was. So if you can believe it, Slaterade just deployed the Sandstorm headquarters in Decentraland Worlds. This is really, really cool. This is really cool. Man, I forget who worked on it on DCL Worlds, but oh hey, what's up, Duke? But yeah, this is awesome. That was very easy. So I must just have an issue with the other scene I was trying to deploy. There must be something wrong with the code. But this scene was just a prepped and ready scene that I've used to deploy to Decentraland before. And by simply opening up the command prompt, navigating to this folder and typing DCL deploy followed by target content worlds content server.decentraland.org, it creates your own realm. And then I didn't even know what realm, or I didn't even know what the name of the realm was, but I just simply changed it from .oddjobs to DCLcurations.eth, and it dropped me exactly where we were deploying the scene. So that is, oh, I know why I deployed it here now, because I had the coordinates set to these coordinates. Very, very interesting. So you could deploy anywhere on the map, I suppose. That is interesting. And you can do up to 200 megabytes here. Yeah, this is really cool. I wonder if I click go to Genesis City. I wonder if this takes me to Decentraland. Let's see if I see people. There they are. Okay, so you can go directly from a test, or I guess I should stop using the word test. You can go directly from a DCL world to Decentraland. So if you can portal from a DCL world to Decentraland, then I would imagine you can portal from Decentraland to a DCL world, which means that you would be able to basically extend anything you own by about 20 parcels just by owning a name. That is pretty freaking cool, in my personal opinion. Does anybody have any questions over that? Or, oh wow, this is very loud. 1 second. I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like a nice way to give everyone a piece of land without actually diluting the amount of space in their virtual world. Yeah, actually, a few people were not too pleased about it, but I think that it's exceptional. And I think it gives people the opportunity to do very creative things and have, multiple scenes deployed at a time. Instead of just having to replace your builds, you'd be able to direct somebody to your test environment. Yeah, I do think it is a smart idea as well. Now I'm actually wondering, how would I get back to my realm? I really should have. I guess I should have copied that. Where is it? My world's realms. All I had to do here was odd job. I need to change to DCLcurations. And that is because if I go to OpenSea, and this is kind of blowing my mind right now with how simple that was. Yes, my DCLcurations Decentraland name. So by owning this name, I've got an offer on it. Somebody wants to buy it for $11. Awesome. But by owning this name, again, you can just get that for 100 mana through the Decentraland builder site. You can now have access to about 20 parcels to build on, which is awesome. I had multiple names in this wallet, but then I got scammed and they stole my names. So don't get scammed. Do everything you can not to get scammed. 1 second. Yeah, it was terrible, Slaterade. But hold on, let me see if it'll pop me back into this scene. I just want to double try it. Or double test, I guess. And I guess if anybody needs so you don't even really need the position, I don't think. But if anybody needs this link and wants to replace it with their, actually, I just need to save that link for myself. Slaterade, I'm just going to have you shoot that link to me later on. But yeah, all right, this is really cool. And that was very simple. So for whoever developed DCL World, I congratulate you and I thank you for your service. Outside of that, I think we are just going to do some modeling today for the next 30 minutes, I guess, or how much time do we have? 20 minutes, I guess. So we will create a new file. Not going to save that. I'm a little tired today too. But let's add something in. I don't know exactly what to make right now, but it will come to me. I am certain of it. I feel like Michelangelo looking at a piece of marble. And fun fact, I actually watched a couple of marble cutting videos the other day, and they do pretty good work. What do I need? I do need an extended podium, but I don't want to create that right now. We'll go with a starfish. I don't know why, but I was watching something and I thought that a starfish looked very intriguing. I'm gonna grab a picture real quick. It should be fairly straightforward to build a starfish. I guess the best way to approach a starfish, probably loop cut this because it's got 2 over there. So we could have and then we can just bring in corners maybe. Maybe I shouldn't have done so many loops. Let's see if I just bring in this corner. If we can start making our star. Oh, it's working better than I expected. That part's not. Yeah, well, it kind of looks like Patrick. Ooh, I'll make it pink too, like Patrick. Ooh, I'll download Patrick the starfish. Patrick Star. Oh yeah, that's a good looking starfish right there. Sometimes I just end up making the same shapes so often that I like to randomly create new shapes and just think about, like, how would I do this? Because now I need to, I suppose, bring this in. Not that much. I'll bring this in as well. Down a little. I could probably just mirror this now, actually. That doesn't look terrible. Let's do that. Where's the mirror modifier? There we go. On the y-axis. Doesn't look too shabby. But does it look like Patrick? Is the question. Definitely gonna need to round this out. Be a little wider in the center here, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I need another loop cut in here. I kind of feel like I gotta bring that up if I really want it to be Patrick. It's kind of like that. Maybe I have to do that down here as well. Probably makes sense. Like that. And this is a goofy looking Patrick. Didn't work out the way that I wanted it to at all. Oops. Not what I wanted to look at. He's really rounded out, you know? Just need a picture of this guy. and we could even deploy Mr. Old Patrick to DCL worlds. Who knows? Well, actually, I know, and we can. It is possible. Let's just see what it would look like if we make it pink already. It's actually okay. This could turn into a Patrick. I think we can make this work. Kind of likes to raise his arms. I don't like this mirror effect or what it's doing though. Might just restart. Going with a new Patrick. Sorry, buddy. And this time, since he has a little, it's no shock to anybody that Patrick does have a little bit of a belly. So maybe we start off like this time, and actually, maybe we can just pull some legs off of him. Or insert a cone, perhaps. Yes, okay. Now we are having good ideas. This is Patrick. This is his belly. So we are probably going to want to elongate maybe the top half. Go to the mesh view. Yeah, we'll take about maybe a little more than that. Maybe like that much. Just grab that and bring it up just a little. Maybe size it in just a little. I'm looking to a picture of Patrick off to the side. Yeah, this is starting to look a lot more like Patrick the Star. Actually, I'll just make his head like this. Is that? This is what I'm going off of here. It looks like it's kind of getting there. I'll maybe extrude this a little bit and then kind of maybe bend it back. Bend it like Beckham. That'll be fine. This will do for now, and then we'll take the cone. I guess we'll make this the arms and legs, I suppose. It's quite thick, though, I would say. So we'll shrink this cone. It's a bit pointed. Tippy top. That's okay. We'll fix the points later on. Just want to see what the sizing is like here. A little bit bigger. It looks like a. This looks like a pear that somebody is trying to turn into a bong right now. Oh my gosh. But soon it won't. Soon this will be a star. Come on. Oh, that's a bad rotation. Yeah. Kind of like he's dancing. Kind of like he's dancing. And we really do need to... Smoothing these out isn't really going to fix that point. I'll worry about that point in a second. Let's get the color on him though. We're gonna want to separate this. So I guess we will separate all of the bottom half under his belly button first. So if this is his body, belly button's probably around there, maybe. So we'll take this. Oops. Why is it? For some reason, the mesh mode was tweaking out on me a little bit there. Oh, I just saw Juke's comment. Oh, that was only a minute ago. I got distracted looking at a picture of Patrick Starr. This is going to be pants. Try sculpting grab. Hope that will be helpful for Patrick. Try sculpting grab. I don't use sculpt mode much. When I first started Blender, I did use sculpt mode, but nowadays I don't. Actually, I don't even know if I know how to use sculpt mode. Do you have to enter edit mode to use sculpt mode? Sculpt. And this is, oh, it was sculpting him. Oh. Let's see. I have press G for grabs. Try sculpting grab. Maybe I just don't understand what you mean by sculpting grab. But I do know right now that I need to loop cut these because he needs pants also. So we'll pop some pants up in here. If it's possible. Okay, calling an audible. Pop it in some cylinders for the pants and we'll just attach them to the bottoms. It could be Patrick's pants. Oops. He's a short person, though. I guess he's not shorter than SpongeBob. A little bit bigger. Okay. So go to sculpting tab, then press G and grab his neck, legs, and hands. You will definitely like it. Okay, 1 second. Let's try that. Sculpting tab. Press G And then select his, let's turn down this radius a little bit there, maybe. And maybe I just don't know. Oh, that's why. Oh, now I know what you were saying. Yes, now I remember. Sometimes, you know, like something will just like hit you in the face and it's like, oh, that makes so much sense. Yes, okay, I remember sculpting now. Man, it's been a while since I sculpted. I should get back into it. Let me enter the layout mode again. But why? One thing I like about Blender is there's a lot of different ways to do something in Blender. Yes, there are. There are tons of ways to do things in Blender. I wonder why the sculpting is being tweaky with me. I must not be selecting things properly, but that's okay. We'll just really quickly, oops, I'm going to duplicate that. We'll just pop on another pant leg here really quick. Is it covering all your goods, Patrick? Looks like it is. That's a Patrick star if I've ever seen one. Okay, perfect. And then we'll just join all these. And these are still the pants. If I can make the pants green and the body pink and it looks somewhat like Patrick, then I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm gonna be pretty satisfied. How bright are his pants? Is that about the color we go for? Where did I put my picture of Patrick? It's a little bit more yellow, I think, or limey. A little bit more limey. Like this right here. And then let's do the pink. Yeah, it's kind of like that pink, I think. That pink, I think. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this one so far looks a whole lot better than this one. I know he still has pointy arms and legs, but still that's okay. We'll just make some quick eyeballs. Big are Patrick's eyes? Look like wonky eyeballs for Patrick. They're more ovular. Some ovular overlapping eyes. Quite big too, aren't they? Looks more like Patrick after the colors. I could not agree more. I put a little bit of a mouth on him though. Oh, Patrick's got some eyes, and now he just needs a big, bright smile. What's the new feature? Oh, Dizzy, were you way better than the star shape? Yeah, the star shape turned out looking freaking terrible. Gonna be completely honest. So this one, garbage. Game Dizzy, I think you're talking about DCL Worlds. We covered that for the first 30 minutes, and then we just went into some random building, but it looks like we're about at time. So I will do a quick overview on DCL Worlds just one more time for anybody who might not have been on, but DCL Worlds now allows you or anybody who owns a Decentraland name to have a realm that is all of their own. Don't worry, Game Dizzy. I'll go over it quickly for you right now. So literally all you need is a Decentraland name. If you don't have a Decentraland name, you can go to the Decentraland builder on the top. You can go over to names, just click the plus button, and it costs 100 mana, which right now is about $40. Then this is assuming that you've already got your SDK installed and set up with Visual Studio or PowerShell, whatever you're using. But typically you would just run SDK or in your command prompt, you would typically just run this portion here, which is DCL deploy. But under the documentation, you can see it says to publish a scene to DCL Worlds, you want to run this targeted at the Worlds content server. And then if you have a Decentraland name in your wallet, which you have to sign a signature request through the Linker app to deploy, it will automatically assign it to your name. And if you have multiple names, then you can plug it into the code to determine to determine which name it's associated with. And then this is mine right now. We actually just did a deployment of the Sandstorm HQ on my test or not test on my personal realm. So you can see up here, it says DCLcurations.dcl.eth. So this server is specifically mine, and I can share this link with people, and people can come here, and now we can hang out. So is it like an experience without land? It's like an experience with land, except you just gain access to this land by having a name. And all you have to do is take whatever file you want. So, I mean, I just had the Sandstorm thing up, so I use that. But you just type DCL deploy followed by your target for the world server. And if you have a name in your wallet that you're deploying through, then you have 200 megabytes of space that you can deploy basically anywhere you want in Decentraland. And Juke, how to buy a name, again, that was through the Decentraland builder, and I can... I think I might have got kicked. Nope, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. But for Juke, there is the builder claim name. Slaterade says it wasn't him, but I have my suspicions. So yeah, it's 100 mana. and that's $40, and that gives you access to 20 parcels, which otherwise would probably cost $20,000. So $40 or $20,000. It's up to you. But I think claiming a name is just kind of shows that you're an OG in the space, or that you care about the space once you really get your name. So it's really awesome that anybody that has a name now has access to this. And yes, if you have multiple names, you can deploy to multiple realms. So again, mine is DCLcurations.dcl.eth right now, but Juke, where to buy that name? I thought I just posted that link. I'll do it one more time. I'm putting it right there in the chat. So under the Decentraland builders page, you can go to the names section here, and then you click the plus sign, and then you just type in the name that you want. I don't know, Sandstorm. Names are only available on Ethereum and can only be claimed with Ethereum mana. I must not have any Ethereum mana. I must only have Matic mana. So I can't claim a name right now, but that is how you would claim a name. Can you connect realms with gates and portals, says Dizzy. That is interesting, and we did just look at that a little bit earlier, where on the top left, if you are in a private realm like this right now, on the top, it has a go to Genesis City button, which takes you to normal Decentraland. And so there is definitely a portal from the DCL worlds to the main Decentraland. And so I would imagine that with a skilled enough coder, they would be able to create a portal from land in normal Decentraland to a DCL realm. So I think that this is really going to give a lot of opportunities to a lot of people. I mean, 20 parcels, 200 megabytes is insane. It's just another URL. So you could take a portal, and I mean, you already have site links to other URLs and stuff like that. So it would be as simple as putting in an image and attaching that URL to it, and people that click on that image would be taken to your private realm. I hope that answered your question. And we are over time, so I am going to wrap up. Everybody, don't forget, we only had 6 submissions for the last competition. So I haven't gone through them yet, but excited to look through the movie marathon submission. I hope a lot more people are interested in this upcoming one, which is the Adrenaline Junkies submission. And I hope this tutorial on DCL Worlds was very helpful for you all. And now anybody who has submissions that they want to put in could deploy to their own DCL Worlds. And any winners receive a minimum of $150, and it's $40 to get a name. So you could buy several names just for getting 5th place. So yes, I hope everybody is excited for the upcoming competition. And thank you for joining today. And I will be back on Friday, where we will be going through some events that are currently going on in Decentraland. I don't know what is going on with my Decentraland right now. That just bugged out a little bit. That was kind of weird. But on Friday, we'll be doing another stream, same time, and we'll go through some updated events or new events and Christmas finds that are in Decentraland, along with any wearable giveaways that might be happening. So yes, stay tuned for that as well. And I will catch you all later. Thanks. Have a good one.